apocalypse in California. Bro, real life apocalypse in California.
Think back about 18 months ago, to the summer of 2023. You might not remember it well, but the Maui fires had just happened, and a lot of things seemed very odd about the whole situation. Now, with the latest Palisade fires in Los Angeles, I'm beginning to feel the same thing, and it's giving me déjà vu. This is Hot Takes.
I don't like Chick-fil-A.
Taylor Swift is overrated.
If you drive a pickup truck for reasons that are other than employment related, I don't like you.
Listen to your friends who care about astrology.
Escape rooms are fun.
What is your hot take?
Drop a hot take.
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 Welcome back to Hot Takes. I'm your host, Ian Isaiah. So today we have this topic. I had been waiting for a little bit more information to come out about the LA fires before I did an episode on them, because I just wanted it. I wanted to be able to present my case on what I believed about the whole situation with more clarity than just one or two simple things and not getting a whole lot more information. But now I feel like we have enough information for me to make an episode about this. And I'm sure you've seen this all over the place. I mean, I personally cannot escape this. Whether I open TikTok, Instagram, X, it doesn't matter what app, this is all I see. You just keep scrolling and it's more stuff about the Los Angeles fires. And so I don't want to give you other people's opinions on this topic, because I usually do pick videos from other commentators sometimes in my videos. I don't want to do that this time. I just want to show you some of the different clips and some of the different information that's come out and then give you my opinion, because I know that so many different people have so many different opinions about these fires. So let's just start with this first one that Libs of TikTok posted. This was the first video that I saw on the situation, and it's crazy.
Alright, dude. Yeah, let's get out of here. We tried, bro. I'm sorry. We tried our best. Yeah, and when this tree falls, it's over.
I mean, that's just crazy. It is like an apocalyptic scene.
Sorry, bro. Gotta get out of here.
That right there, the tree, that is crazy.
Holy is that tree?
And I mean, this whole situation is crazy. A lot of different reports that have come out about it have said that people have actually tried fleeing on foot. They're abandoning their cars and fleeing on foot because the roads are just so congested and people are trying to leave and they can't get out in time. And what doesn't help this fact is this next clip that I'm going to show you, also from Libs of TikTok, unfortunately, because she seems to be the only one who's actually posting the most real information about this whole situation. Apparently a whole bunch of residents were not warned to evacuate until it was almost too late. Here's this clip from a news report, actually.
We've been out here since 5 o'clock, and all you see is just raining hellfire.
When did you get the notification for an evacuation?
We never did. Over here, never got the evacuation notice. Even when we got here, it was not there.
And have you seen any fire crews here? I see an engine company down there.
Yeah, we see them going up and down the street, but not helping us.
Right. Well, there simply aren't enough around. Listen, your name is?
James.
Last name is?
Day.
D-A-Y?
D-A-Y.
Good luck to you, James.
Thank you. Seriously, good luck to you, Mr.
So there
James
you have
Day.
it. I mean, this is hand-to-hand combat, quite frankly. This isn't to put any kind of blame anywhere, because there are so many fires and intersections like this. There's another explosion. Goodness knows what that was.
That's probably a tire explosion. That's very typical during a car fire. And this is not the only clip I've seen. There were multiple people speaking out saying they were never warned. They just never received a notification. They never received a notice, never received an alert of any sort telling them to evacuate. They just simply had to see the fires and be like, okay, it's time to go. That's just crazy, crazy, crazy. And I posted a clip yesterday as well, where Gavin Newsom, who should be helping out, right? He's just standing over the city and just watching it burn, literally watching it burn. Somebody this morning in my comment section actually said it seems like Nero watching over the burning of Rome. And I think that's the perfect comparison, because I think Nero was definitely the worst emperor that Rome ever had. And of course, when he's asked about it, he has nothing really to say about it, as in this clip from Evie magazine.
What is the situation with the water? Obviously, in Palisades, ran out last night in the hydrants. I was talking to the firefighter in this block. They left because there was no water in the hydrant here.
The local folks are trying to figure that out. I mean, just when you have a system that's not dissimilar to what we've seen in other extraordinarily large-scale fires, whether it be pipe, electricity, or whether it just be the complete overwhelm of the system.
Like,
I mean, those hydrants are typical for 2 or 3 fires, maybe 1 fire. You have something at this scale, but again, that's got to be determined by the local.
And it's the blame game. He's blaming it on the locals, and on the local level, the mayor is apparently out in Ghana or something for the new Ghanaian president. You're not home at a time of crisis, and then when you're asked about the time of crisis, you stand there like a deer in the headlights without anything to say. There's no conscience whatsoever. It looks like she's just standing there and like trying to block it all out, and it's so insane. And so everybody's just passing the blame game back and forth, and like they mentioned in that clip, they did not have enough water in the fire hydrants. Right here, sources are saying the fire hydrants in LA have run out of water. The mayor didn't refill them, and the wildfires keep growing. The mayor did not refill the fire hydrants. And on top of that, yet another clip from Libs of TikTok, but honestly one of the best places to go for coverage like this. So because of that...
What in the world? The firemen don't have hoses, so they're like literally using purses, women's handbags, filling up women's handbags to put out fires. Look at this. What in the world? LAFD fire department using women's handbags to put out fires. What is going on here?
I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy. This is so unreal. This is unreal. This is not what a first world country looks like. This is not how a first world country should be able to respond to problems. We are supposedly the strongest and best country in the world, and yet we have a fire in one of our cities, and they can't put it out because they don't have water, and if they do have water, they don't have the equipment, and so they're using handbags to put out the water. I mean, this is ludicrous. And so with all of this different information going around and all of the different videos and the different clips, some people think it's an inside job, some people think California had planned this, and maybe it was just a way for them to do something like Maui. It was a thing so they could clear out the way for more tourism, for more money. That's what they did with Maui, and so people are speculating is it the same thing with LA, and I will say I definitely have some things in here are telling me that it might be something like that. Some people are also saying it might be like an eco-terrorist attack. So there's multiple people allegedly going around and starting these fires in different areas. I was starting to believe all of that until this one picture completely changed my perspective on the entire thing. This right here is a post from 44 Votto. Ain't no way. And it's the Hollywood sign on fire. That right there is a symbol. That right there is what made me believe that this is from God. And some people are saying, oh no, this isn't a thing from God. This is a lack of human response. I think the lack of human response is a sign from God. You see, we've known how destructive, how demonic, and how satanic Hollywood is for years. We've known that for so long. And I think now this is finally God's judgment upon the city of LA because of how demonic, how satanic it has become. And again, that's my belief in my religion, in my faith, and you can totally have a different opinion depending on your religion or your faith, or maybe you don't have a religion or faith, but I just want to share with you mine. And so when I saw that, some people were originally saying because LA has become the modern Sodom and Gomorrah, that this is what they get because that is what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. And I have to say, I think those people might be onto something. I think this might be a purging and a wake-up call that God is trying to send to people, because I think it's very clear that right now we need a revival in this nation. We need a great awakening in this nation. This might be the third great awakening, honestly, because even before this we had people coming to Christ, and this has been a thing that's been happening for the last couple of years or so, that people are turning and following Christ, and I think that's incredible. But it shouldn't have to take something like this for people to understand that wake-up call. And yet here we are, and here's the destruction happening, and I think this is just a sign from God that people need to wake up and that we need to have another revival in this nation. Because I will say one thing that seems different between the LA fires and the Maui fires, they have seemed to have the same kind of response to them, where the government is like playing the blame game and not really doing anything about it, and everything seems like it's just, all the wrong things. Because I think Maui was the same situation. They're saying they didn't have enough water. That all seemed the same. But one thing that's different is that in the Maui fires, there were certain properties, and you can go and watch the video that I did on it, but there were certain properties where it's like the property lines were like cut out, and it's like no fire just naturally, burns down this block but not this one, and has a clear cut corner across this block. No, that does not happen. And in the LA fire, at least from what I've seen so far, and things may come out that it's different than this, but from what I've seen so far, it seems like basically the entire city is just burning, and it's not really cutting around any properties. It's just destroying everything in its path. And I think that's also a difference here, because Maui, in my belief, that was an inside job. LA, I think the different responses and the different things might have just been set up by God to do some sort of purging, some sort of judgment. And those who needed to flee, he got to flee, and those who didn't. I mean, I don't know. But that's what my gut and that's what my conviction tells me about this situation. So there you go, guys. That's pretty much my opinion on the situation. I tried to make it quick and I tried to make it concise. I may do a part 2 on this if other information comes out, but I feel like it's just going to be more of the same. This fire has been very destructive, and again, regardless, no matter what the situation is, we still need to pray for the people involved. Like I said in my original video, we need to pray for the people involved. We need to pray for our enemies. That's what the Bible tells us to do. And so we need to pray for the people of Los Angeles, the people who have lost their homes. Apparently, different insurance companies are now trying to cancel people last second, so that way they can't have their insurance claims, which is just sickening. We'll eventually find out what the cause was and all of the different inner workings, hopefully, fingers crossed. Like I said, as of right now, I think this is just something from God, that he is finally trying to purge Hollywood and purge this destructive nature that we have created of putting humans on this pedestal level. Mind you, it's not just like we're putting Joe Schmo on a pedestal. These are people that some of them are devil worshippers. And so we see what's been happening with Epstein, we see what's been happening with Diddy, and I think this is kind of God's judgment and God's wrath upon the city of LA because of what Hollywood has allowed to happen. But of course, you can debate me down below. You can tell me that I'm totally wrong, or maybe you agree with me. Just let me know your thoughts. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe. A thumbs up and a subs up is the way to go to keep this channel growing. And if you want to follow me for more content, you can do so on TikTok while it's still here, Instagram, and Clapper, just in case TikTok does get banned, at Ian Talks Hot Takes, and on X at II Talks Hot Takes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.